To see how useful loops are, we'll often find that loops can be applied with arrays. Okay, so say we have this problem with this array, and we want to know the sum of all numbers less than 10. Now, we could go down one by one and add up all the numbers in our heads, but why not just let the computer do that for us? For example, if we had an array with 10,000 indices, then we would probably have to give up. Now, try to see if you can use loops to traverse the array and print out the sum of all the numbers less than 10 in your terminal window. You should pause the video here and see if you can solve this problem on your own. Ready for the solution? All right. First, let's initialize an int that represents our answer. So we can type int sum equals 0. The sum should start at 0 since we haven't added anything to it yet. And next, we know that each number in the array corresponds to an index in the array. So we should use a for loop that initializes an integer index at 0 and should increase by 1 through each cycle until the last index of the array is checked. To start our for loop, we type for int I equals 0. I is less than numarray.length. Numarray.length is an attribute of numarray, and it gives us the total number of indices in the array. Since the first index is 0, the last index must be numarray.length minus 1. So with the for loop, every index from 0 to numarray.length minus 1 is checked. Finally, don't forget to type I++ to increment I to check each index of numarray. Type the curly braces to indicate the code that will be looped. Within our curly braces, we want to check which numbers are less than 10. Here we can use an if statement. So we type if numarray at index I is less than 10. And if the sum is less than 10, we want to add that number to the sum. So we type sum equals sum plus numarray at index of I. This way, as the computer traverses through the for loop, the sum is being updated and any number less than 10 is being added to it. Finally, we want to be able to see our sum, so we type system.out.println for sum. And now we can see our answer printed out in the terminal. So if we compile and then run our code, then we get an answer of negative 547. And that's our solution to the problem. Although we used an array with only 20 numbers, which made it simple, in the real world, there's a lot of data, and it's not possible to go over all the data by hand. It's just easier to let the computer handle it for you. Arrays are very commonly used with loops to solve all types of problems. When we want to access each index of the array for some task, like in this case, when we're adding up all numbers less than 10, then loops are essential. You can find more problems like these on our website, codenotes.com, and we'll be going over more applications of loops with arrays in future videos.